President Uhuru Kenyatta's government went in bed with the Chinese, formed up a bilateral agreement to come and do what they have done to the police without asking them.
Okay.
I'm speaking for the police.
Okay.
The police will be remunerated well, just like journalists, teachers, and what have you. And the members of the fourth estate, who are also very minimally paid in this country. Yet they do a very big task being members of the fourth estate. Okay. They are not given equipment. You'll find a journalist with cameras in a matatu going to cover somewhere.
Okay.
On his own expense. They will also be paid, and they will become stakeholders in whatever organizations that they work.
All right. Justina, there's a question here about how do you intend to regulate this usage of marijuana? Because there's a perception that this will be a free-for-all, where everybody will just be smoking on the streets.
Trevor, let me speak quickly about the police. When the police are well remunerated, the fight of corruption, the fight on corruption will be real. A police will not be bribed with very little money, so they're going to aid us in fighting corruption. But about controlling marijuana, Kenyans, we need to open up our minds. Marijuana has two components. CBD, which gives us industrial hemp or fiber, and THC, which gives you the psychoactive ingredient. What we are focusing on as it is the CBD component, the fiber. But as it is, those who are smoking right now are smoking THC, which is readily available, Trevor. People, if you want to smoke, if you're a smoker, you can get it in 2 minutes, you get it. So when we plant the CBD of it, the CBD component, how are we going to distinguish it? CBD has 0.3% of THC. So even if you chew it, it's only going to give you a detox in your body. But THC is supposed to have more than 0.3% to 30%. That one, actually, we're going to tell Kenyans, if you think you're going to be smart, we have outsmarted you, because we're going to bring back the agricultural officers who used to inspect tea and coffee. They will be coming in your farms to ensure that you're planting what Ruto's government has indicated or has stipulated. So when we are controlling, of course, the seed is the CBD. Agricultural officers are going to be there. KEFIS is going to give us the seed that we want as Ruto's government. So already it's controlled. And I'm underpinning, even if you take a leaf today of CBD, the one we are growing, it can only detox you. It does not have any highness effect. So planting the right seed clearly shows you how we are going to distinguish. And we are going to, by the way, arrest those people who are thinking they're going to be smart. If the agricultural officer finds you with the THC, we're going to deal with you. Because we do not want to lead a stoned country, a sick country. We only want Kenyans to have the real pesa mfukoni. We are explaining to Kenyans where we are going to get our money. All
right. Let me bring some of the more feedback. Let's squeeze in as many of them as we can as we wind up on this conversation. You don't leave a name, but he says, please ask Professor Wajackoyah and Justina Wangoi if they use cannabis. If they do, ask them how are they going to govern the country if they use it. I think that's what you've just explained, because you don't want to talk.
No, but we didn't answer whether we are using. We've never, personally, I've never used, and Prof, we don't use it. We are not focusing on the smoking, guys. We're focusing on the hemp, industrial hemp, and the fiber.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prof, there's a very big misconception between what you're talking about and what the people seem to understand. Now, there's a direct question there. Have you smoked weed?
Never smoked, but I'll smoke it on the day I will be sworn in to exorcise the demons from State House, where Kenyatta was buried, Parliament, and KICC. Those colonial demons that remained, they will be. I'll spuff around there to remove them so that we can have a corrupt-free country.
Let me answer one of our competitors.
Yes.
In the morning, they said those who are propelling the marijuana agenda look like they smoke. Clearly, we are doing better than you. You're telling us you're going to give us 6,000 from where? You're going to increase taxes? And so you people know that even if we don't look the part, clearly our agenda is out there. We are telling Kenyans we won't increase taxes, we won't borrow debt. So Kenyans really, it's for you to decide who cares about
and that's Edwin Sifuna, a whole secretary general of a party, looking at me and saying, I look like a... Come on, Sifuna, you don't know who I am. You say it about me. I don't like pointing fingers, but shame on you.
All right, you said. Let's get the next question and see what you're saying on Twitter here. Rose Flo says, ask Professor Wajackoyah and Justina Wangoi how they met.
Okay, so there's this time my husband Alex sent me a photo of Prof. He was wearing Gideon boots and a t-shirt on Facebook. That was the very first time we hadn't met. But roots circulated.